Hey everybody, welcome back to another Deck Profile Friday. Here we're going to cover the deck that I used to go 3-0 at this past weekend's pre-release for Chaos Rising. This is the third pre-release. I ended up going 3-0 in third pre-release of the day, right? The first one I went 2-1. The second one I went 1-2. And then the third one, I ended up going 3-0. So overall 6-3 for the day, which is not too bad. But yeah, this is the deck that I played, and I'm pretty convinced it is the best deck. So we'll just go over the Pokemon here really quick. We got 3 Crobat, and this is the promo one that I got here too, which is awesome. We got 3 Golbat. Right? Probably 4 Golbat. There we go. So pretty cool to have those. We got 4 Zubats, 3 Qwilfish, and then last but not least, 1 Speed Deoxys Speed. So yeah. So this is the Pokemon, not really a whole lot, but just really simple, right? And that's how you want to play this deck. Like I said, I'm convinced that this is the best kit to get, simply because the damage just stacks up with the poison and the punk helmet that you get in the deck, as well as it's only a 1 energy to attack, right? And that's basically everything in the deck, right? You know, it's really fast, right? And not to mention, the Crobat there, when it's active, its ability lets you search your deck for 1 card and then put it on top of the deck. So if you can, let's say just play an Undane to draw 3, you're drawing that card that you put up there as well as an extra 2, right? Which is awesome. So, pretty crazy. Both the Zubat and the Deoxys have free retreat. The Deoxys is there because I just wanted like an extra attacker, and the kit that I got unfortunately didn't really have much, right? So I figured a free retreater with an attack that does 30 damage for 1, and then you draw till you have 5 cards in your hands. Right, and that's kind of decently bulky at 100 HP. I'm like, yeah, that's probably a pretty good card to have in there. So I'm like, yeah, we got space. I'll just put it in, no problem. Right, the Qwilfish there, right? The attack there, they become poisoned, and then if they're poisons, the attack does 30 plus 50 more for 1 energy. So once again, 90 hit points. So it's kind of decently bulky as a basic as well, which is pretty good. And yeah, just absolutely awesome. Zubat there, the really only good thing about it is the free retreat. The Golbat there is amazing, right? With that covert flight, it does 30 damage, and then it basically prevents damage done to it from basic Pokemon. So, and then obviously the Crobat, the poison sound wave there, 1 for 80. They're poisoned and confused. It's like, hey, you're poisoned. Do you want to risk attacking? Otherwise, you're going to take an extra, 30 damage if you miss, and then I'm going to hit you again for, basically 190, 10 in between turns, then 80 damage, and then another 10 in between turns, right? So it adds up pretty quick, and yeah, it's can go to toe-to-toe with EXs. So yeah, that's the Pokemon, right? Really, really simple, right? And that's just the way that you want to do these. I wish they didn't have the kits, to be honest. It's actually kind of boring playing the same deck over and over and over and over again, right? I think it needs to be a little bit more skill. So trainer cards, we've got 2 Grimsleys Move. This is basically kind of a mid move, right? I actually don't like this card. Top 7, find a dark, put it onto your bench, and then yeah, shuffle the other cards. I honestly hate this card. So, Iris is Fighting Spirit, right? Yeah, this is a good card. Discard, and you know, a card from your hand. Draw cards instead of 6. Great. Combos with the Crobat as well. Undine, or pardon me, Urbain. Right, great card. Draw 3 for this format. And then our last supporter we have is, pardon me, second last supporter. We got one Emma. Right, so Emma's pretty cool. You get to see their hand, right? So, this is pretty good. You know, maybe not so much with this deck, but you know, one of the decks where you get the Meow Stick with. You can basically look in their hand to see what energy they have, and then you can kind of manipulate their board with you know, Meow 6 attack, right? And then a Lily. Pardon me, I actually do have one more supporter after this. Lillies Lily, so another really good card. Surfer, right? This is a great card. I actually really like this card. I think this card should be. It's unfortunate that it's not mained right now in the current format, right? I would like to see it mained, right? Because that draw is pretty good, but yeah, not too bad. Other trainer cards, we've got 4 Pokepad, so that was one of the things with this pre-release that I really liked, is getting like high amounts of Pokepad. Like I think I picked up 11 or 12 over the weekend, which is awesome. 2 Punk Helmet, right? So this is the extra 40. So this is really good. It just adds up, right? And that's what you want it to do. Buddy Poffin, just a singular Poffin, which is kind of ridiculous, but I guess it's too powerful already. And then 1 Switch, right? And, you know, Switch is Switch. It's still a really good card, so... yeah, that is the trainers. So pretty easy. Pretty easy. And yeah, pretty stoked to get that. So next, the energy, really easy. We have 7 darks and 1 psychic for the Deoxys. All right, so pretty cool. That is the deck. So just kind of one more time, I'll just kind of get everything out here, and just kind of show. Yeah, this is the deck that I used to go 3-0 at this weekend's pre-release. 3 Crobat, 4 Golbat, 4 Zubat, 3 Qwilfish, 1 Deoxys. So that's the Pokemon, right? Really simple, right? Oh, and I also forgot to mention too, Crobat and I go way back. I've actually played a lot of Crobat back in the day. So ugly, and I just dropped it all. But yeah, I used to play Crobat back in the day, a lot. Like the you know, the various different you know, versions of it. The main one being the I believe it was the Hidden Legends one, right? That one was a really popular one. Yeah, so here's the rest. Grimsley, 2. Iris, 2. Urbain, 2. Emma, Lily, Surfer, 4 Pokepad, 2 Punk Helmet, Buddy Poffin, Switch, 7 darks, 1 psychic. So there you go, everybody. That is the deck. Yeah, and hopefully you all enjoyed your pre-releases as well. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.